Hello everyone, and welcome back to Old Mod 7 to the Sky. In the last episode, I believe we set up this big wall here of dissolvers from Alchemistry, and currently they're dissolving cobblestone slabs and occasionally some chorus fruit to get us a bunch of goodies, which currently we're storing in here. And we've got a lot of storage, so as long as we have, only this many types, we can store a lot of them, like a crazy amount. Now this episode, there's one thing I want to do right off the bat and get it out of the way, and that is create the fission reactor. I'm going to hope it doesn't explode. I imagine it won't. It could, so we'll have to see what happens. But essentially, it'll do the opposite of what this guy does. So this guy combines two different elements into one, like what we've apparently done here. And the fission will do the opposite. I think it might also do a little bit more. For example, no, I thought we could get, I guess, yeah, we get gold from dissolving. But yeah, essentially we could get like this Mendelevium or whatever, and we could split it up into antimony and tin. So you can do some cool stuff with it. So I'm going to build one here just to, get it built. I don't necessarily know if we'll use it, but we were pretty much there. In fact, I think we almost built it, but we were missing this, which I've now learned is pronounced like litrium. The Y is an L, because of course it is. So to get my hands on that stuff, we needed this stuff, and to get our hands on this stuff, it looks like it's just deep slate that we've got to mow through, which, I mean, we can do that, or what we could do as well is we could look through here, Rubidium, like the mod I use. And we could look through here for like something that we have, like maybe chlorine and titanium, and we could craft the stuff. Like, realistically, that is the play, is to find stuff to make it rather than just tearing it down from, basalt, because, like, it's a low percentage. Like, realistically, are we going to get that stuff? Probably not. Like, we've got two, I guess. And what was it? Deep slate. Hey, I guess we've got a bunch of deep slate. I'll tell you what, let's do it, I guess. We don't really have any in here from the looks of things. I'm going to remove the cobblestone slabs, let these guys pretty much empty, and we're just going to put in, we can dissolve this as it is. Yeah, or what I was thinking is possibly we could do the slabs, cobbled deep slate slabs. Yeah, and it's the same percentage, or give or take a little bit. So I think that's worth it, I would imagine. Yeah, it's the same percentage, but we're obviously going to get more bang for our buck. So arguably it's worth doing. The only reason against it would be the fact that we have to wait for it to craft, you know what I mean? But I think it's worth it. So let's go cobbled deep slate slab, because I don't know if our deep slate generator is fast enough, you know what I mean, to just put full blocks in. So we'll slap this guy over here. That'll be good enough. I'm sure it'll be able to figure out what it's doing. We'll fly back over here. Go ahead and make ourselves a slab. We don't have to do this, I guess, but we will. We'll open this guy up, chuck it in here, and we will set this to be a stack. And it should attempt to craft a stack. And what we should see, hopefully, is, all the stuff sort of getting thrown in here. And then ideally, with this massive production system we have, we should get a lot of this stuff. Because realistically, right, we have a 1.3% chance. So roughly a 1% chance. And that's 1 out of 100% chance. And we've got 100 dissolvers. So in theory, I know it's not perfect, like it's not guaranteed, but on average, we should get one of those every single time this system runs, which it's running non-stop. So we should get quite a lot of them, as you can see. Pretty much every time this thing processes, which is, let's see, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, pretty much 3 seconds, give or take, we get one. So that's pretty good. And obviously sometimes we won't get one. Sometimes we'll get, a crazy amount all at once. Now to make the dust, we need 16 of this stuff. To make the fission cores, we need a lot of this stuff. So we're in a bit of a pickle, at least in that aspect, in terms of we need a lot of it. Although to be fair, like we've already got 1 ingot worth, and it's still processing. So to be honest, I think we're pretty good on that department. In regards to the rest of the stuff needed, let's go ahead and grab out our book. What's it called? Alchemistry catalog. Alchemistry. For some reason, as you can see right there, it doesn't show up when I search for the mod. And I don't know why, because we're not using like the encyclopedia thing. It's just a book, but whatever. So what we want to look at here is the fission multi-block, and it will tell us once again exactly what we need. So 62 reactor casing. So we will go, where is it? Reactor casing. We need 62. We've already got 8, so we'll need less than that. All right, so we'll craft about 56 of this. It's going to use osmium and platinum. We've set up recipes for this in a previous episode when we did the fusion reactor, because it appears to use the same stuff, which is pretty cool. 36 reactor glass. Now, you don't need to use all this stuff, but we're going to, because it's nice to have glass. Like, I really like the glass on this structure. I think it looks really cool. Wow, beautiful map. By the way, I'm using over-imagined shaders. I still also haven't done my tree idea. We'll have to sort that out, possibly once we do this. Once we finish this alchemistry saga, we'll build a massive tree wall, I guess. And then we essentially just need input, output. So that stuff's easy. So reactor input, obviously, reactor output, other way around, but you get the idea. Let's spot for the energy. And then we need a fission controller, which is going to need fission cores. So that's sort of what we're waiting on over here. In terms of this stuff, I mean, it's getting there. It's getting there. I'll tell you what, we'll probably build the entire thing and then place that stuff down last. I think I pretty much had this lined up. I think I was going to do it like here. So there's just a gap of 2 on this side. And then I think on the other side, there's also just a gap of 2. I'm not going to lie, I thought we built this, but no, it makes sense that we were trying to get the yttrium. Or the lithium. I know what I'm doing. I know what it's pronounced. Trust me. We'll go 32 of this, and I'll go craft this stuff. Yeah, this is going to take a little while. It might be worth hunting down the recipe, right? Because realistically, this thing needs an atomic level, so it needs 39 protons, right? So if we were to look back in this doohickey over here, in terms of stuff we have, what we want to look for are numbers below that. That ideally that we have a lot of. So for example, what's this? 39. We've got a lot of iron, which is 26. So if we were to grab a calculator out, which I do have, let me put the calculator over here. What I would do is I would go, sorry if it's a bit laggy, I would go 39 take away 26, 39 take away 26, and we would have 13. Listen, before you mock me about my simple math, there's a lot of I'm going to use every excuse under the book. I'm actually blind. I can't think. I'm drunk. I'm drunk. No. Listen. When you have a calculator, you just sort of use it. I'm sorry. I know there was going to be people like, really? Did he just need a calculator to take 26 away from 39? Yes, I did. Anyhow, 13. So now we're looking for something with the atomic level of 13. Now, we might not have that, as you can see. We actually have a lot of it. Oh, hey, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So now what we can do is we can come over here into our fusion controller, and we can chuck this stuff together, and it's just going to create a guaranteed... Oh my god, we have hit the jackpot. We have so much of this, and we're not really using it for anything else, so this is genuinely perfect. Oh my god. Now, we don't have as much, aluminum? Yeah, we don't have as much aluminum as we do iron, but, you know, we've got enough to get the ball rolling. That's pretty good. The rest of this stuff we will actually just chuck back in here purely because, I don't know, we don't really have that much. And then we'll keep turning this stuff into dust. Okay, cool. Not that we don't have much, I meant that this guy's not that fast. He's pretty fast. He's not crazy fast, realistically. Combiner will chuck, what are we making? Lead. Why are we making lead? Where does it go in? Compactor. Yeah, that makes sense. Compactor. We're currently making beef, apparently. Alright, that can go in there, perfect. The beef can go in here, and that can get us some steak, and then we can eat the steak. It'll take a little while. But, actually, I don't know if that's set up. I think we might have just burnt our steak. Yeah, is our steak... Oh, God. We've lost our steak. What are we eating currently? I don't see anything in here. I don't think we're eating anything. What do we have in the silkworm department? Yeah, let's grab some silkworms out. Tasty snacks. We'll put those in there. Okay, listen, everything's fine. So now I'm pretty much at a waiting game in terms of this lithium. Obviously, this guy, he'll pretty much get most of it, I imagine, which, yeah, he's doing a pretty good job. And in the meantime, let's go ahead and do our reactor stuff. So I'll grab out this stuff, which doesn't look like the right number. In fact, none of this looks like the right number, which means we're not currently doing good. If I click this hammer, which you guys told me, I can actually see what we're ordering. So at the moment... the lead. We actually were meant to make that. Hold on. I've still got it on me. I didn't realize that we actually, like, set this up properly. You know what I mean? I didn't know that this was part of a recipe. Okay. We're good then. We're good. Yeah. Everything's fine. Yeah, okay. That's cool. I clearly forgot we did that. In that case, I'm a little bit confused as to... Oh, yeah, we didn't hook it up to auto output as well. Because this guy doesn't have like, oh, does he? Recipe slot. Oh, cool. I like it. You can pause, you can lock. Okay. Did these have that? Oh, okay. I'm intrigued. Very cool. Okay, sure. What was I going to say? Yeah, we just need to essentially hook up a pipe back here. So it's not going to look pretty unless we use a pretty pipe. I'll tell you what, I kind of want to. Let's go cover. Nope, let's go facade. Let's grab a stone brick cable facade. Let's grab these, and we'll grab... Oh, you know what? I could just use a QAO. Yeah, you know what? QAO is so good. I actually love the QAO stuff. Let's just slap an importer on the back. It's so good. Like, in fact, we can place it on top, and it won't look as weird, maybe. Yeah, maybe. And we literally just set this guy to our storage system, and it puts it in. I actually love these things. These things are so good. The little configuration you need, you don't have to hook up power to it, you don't have to like connect a cable, you don't have to apply dyes to it to match it to your network, you just open it, select the thing, and you're good. It's genuinely so. We need to set this stuff up in all the mod 7 as well, like just normal. By the way, guys, someone told me that the latest version of Applied Energistics has a cool feature. So I've updated my Applied Energistics, and let's see. If I want to grab, for example, let's go down to something that doesn't have as much stuff as we want. If I want to grab out, where are we? All the torches. If I hold left shift and click the torches, look at that. It doesn't reorganize it. It doesn't shove the 10 torches back down to where the 10 items are. Instead, it's there. How cool is that? So I can click it again and we can get out all the torches. And it might seem like a small thing. Refined Storage has this, and it's so good because, like previously, if I grab a stack out, where'd the torches go? The torches have moved. So you gotta scroll down and you gotta be like, where's the torches? There they are. And I know you can search for torch, right? But then you have the same issue. If I take the stack out, look, they've moved. So if I'm trying to like spam click, it like, you end up grabbing out redstone torches and stuff. So it's an amazing toggle or an amazing feature. You hold shift and it stays there and you can grab out multiple stacks. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So I've updated that manually in the mod pack to I think 1.16. Actually, hold on. I think I can actually just have a quick look for you guys just to make sure. Access configs of mods. Applied Energistics, oddly enough, isn't here. AE2. Yep, here we go. Does it say? No, it doesn't say what version it is, but it's there. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, you guys get the idea, right? Cool. So, do we have that reactor stuff now? I'm still a little bit confused. What's the hammer say? Yeah, I don't really know. Okay, it's crafting it now. I don't know what it was used for. Maybe it used it for the casing and didn't order it properly, but we appear to be good now, so that's fine. Yeah, I think our base almost looks nice. At least this part. I clearly still need to move this stuff, which I'll have to do that, I don't know, when I'm feeling inspired one day. But the rest of it I'm pretty happy with. We can start building it. We have the rest of the stuff. We only need 62 of this stuff, I think, right? 62? Yeah, 62. So we'll go ahead and place this. From memory, this is just a casing at the bottom. We had an issue with that reactor over there where it was saying that it was the wrong block, but as you can see now, it's the right block, so we're good. On the front, we've got that stuff, so I guess I'll keep that clear to do the exact same setup over there. That should be good. Arguably, we could have the setup in the middle and like connect them side by side, but we'll see what happens. We'll see. So we'll place all these. That'll be good. Then we'll grab the outputs, the inputs, and the energy. So these are mainly for automation, right? The inputs and the outputs. Because otherwise we just use the controller. We've obviously got the energy there. For the pipes, I did have ender gates on them. The problem was they were disconnecting. The alternative there is to use ender cells. I mean, they work just as well, to be honest. If I can get 2 of these, then we might as well. So I'm going to order 2. Might as well. And then that can clean up this cable at least. And I think that'll be pretty worthwhile. We have the reactor glass just made then, clearly. So we're going to go ahead and build the frame. The rest of it's pretty straightforward. Just a frame, put a roof on it, and then fill in the middle with glass. And then you should have a pretty nice fission reactor. Obviously, I need to do the core as well. And that's obviously what we're sort of waiting on. Which reminds me, I should also set up another one of these running so that we aren't wasting too much time here. Grab that out. Top that up. Beautiful. And then put the yttrium, or the litrium, litrium. We're going to put that stuff over here. And then we're good. Okay, nice. Everything's going well. Alright, so we've got 6, so that's enough to make 1. That's how crazy this is in terms of just, I don't know, a bit of a waiting game. Is there a way to duplicate it? Does not appear to be. No, that's all the stuff, so we can just send it through there. It might smelt, it might not. Nope, it didn't. Okay, cool. We could manually smelt it, or we could go and add it to the list. The problem is, all of these we would have to add sort of manually to the list. Not that list, sorry, but the list under here for the blacklist. Like what we've done with the tungsten. So, I mean, it's fine. I don't think there's too many blocks. I also don't know what this dot is. but yeah, so I guess keep that in mind. But we can chuck it back in here. We did have... I must have put it away. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure we have a... Yeah, we have a pouch. So I could have done that wirelessly. I could have done that not at the actual ender chest over here. Oh, you know what? Hey. Hear me out. I had an idea. Applied Energistics, right? They've been coming with a lot of features. They've been pumping them out. And they're like really good quality of life features. Like I'm really liking just the ease of access for pretty much everything AE2 related now. But like, I kind of want to convert to AE2 over on the normal Ultimate 7. One thing that could be cool, right, is obviously like I want to be able to smelt stuff on the go, right? Like just then I had that dust. I'd love to open the system and chuck the dust in to get smelted. Now I know that I could hook it up to automatically pipe into here, right? And do it that way, which I guess that's fair, but it's like, I don't know, sometimes like let's say I pick up a piece of mutton and I want to cook it. I don't want to have to run back to my basin and smelt that manually, you know what I mean? I feel like automation's usually for something that's like large scale, right? So imagine if instead of what it currently is, imagine if you could like set up almost like ender chests, you know what I mean? Like little tabs where I can place things in and they link up to a real world, I don't know, ME chest or something, right? So I could put the beef in there and then it would go and like smelt. Or I could put the dust in there and it would go and smelt. That could be cool. I don't know. It seems like a fun idea. I've never really thought of it being incorporated with like AE2 before, but it would be very handy. But yeah, dude, I'm telling you, mods currently are phenomenal. I'm big fan of how everything's looking in the modded community. As I say, I probably say it more often than I should, but it's pretty cool. So we'll keep doing this. This is a little bit tedious, so I'll be back when we have the stuff. Alright, we've got quite a bit of it. I think we've got enough smelting up currently, so I think we're good to go. So let's go ahead and make them. 1, 2, 3, yeah, awesome. Everything came in just then. Okay, so we've got our 3 fission cores, so we can come back over here, jump on in, slap them in the middle like so. Then, oh, hold on. We needed the fission controller. What did this guy need? Fission controller. Oh, nice and easy. Yep. Awesome. Cool. That guy will go there. We'll put in the rest of the glass like so. Like that. And now, just like the other one, we're good to go. It's good. So obviously I need to provide power. That was where the ender cells were going to come. So we'll search ender. We should have 2 ender cells niotic. Beautiful. I'm going to slap this guy here. And, oh, it looks like he's already good to go. Oh, he looks cool. I like that. We'll go ahead and tear this cable up just to make things easier on ourselves. And we'll slap this guy here. And this guy's powered as well. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And I believe we're good to go for the most part. So, fission controller. What can we do with this? Well, I was going to put gold in it. And that was going to give us zirconium. Oh, it actually gives us exactly what we want. That is very interesting. So, hold on. If I go in here and I grab out, say, some gold. And I chuck the gold. I guess we'll keep it here for like a second and then I'll remove it. Because that would have burnt through quite a lot of gold. That should get us a bunch of that stuff, right? Yeah, we're getting a crazy amount of AU. And then we grab that AU. So we grab out a bunch of this. We go over to our fission. We chuck this in. Once again, we get some cool particles, some crazy visuals, but very much liking the look of that. Maybe we'll snap that up. There we go. And we get stuff. So now we're getting more of the litrium and more of the zirconium. And the zirconium we were obviously using to combine. Oh, there's a lot of recipes here. But we're combining it into like, I don't know, one of these things. I'm not sure which one it was, but we were combining them into one of them. Yeah. So it's very cool. In terms of everything else here, what do we want to combine to get this stuff? I think I actually bookmarked it. I think gold and titanium combines into this stuff. Yeah. So we've obviously got a decent amount of gold. All we would need is the titanium. And the titanium, we had a few options, right? I think, once again, what I was going to do was actually combine fluorine and aluminum, because we have a decent amount of aluminum coming in here. Or at least we did. Did I? No, it's still happening. Cool. We've got aluminum. And then for this fluorine stuff, we could just process magma blocks. That might work, maybe? Otherwise, what do we have a bunch of in here? We've obviously got a bunch of iron. You know what? Actually, it's probably easier to just click on these and look here. You know what I mean? Oh, hey, if you want some more aluminum, there you go. Osmium, what do you turn into? Strontium? Cool. Chromium, vanadium, sure. Lutetium, we wanted a bunch of that, so we got a bunch of that. Okay, cool. Nickel turns into silicon. Okay. All right. Sure. I'm just sort of thinking in terms of adding recipes for these, right? Realistically, we could add recipes, right? But I think we could only do fission recipes or fusion recipes. And the reason why I say this is because if we set up both of these, there's going to be overlap. For example, there's going to be a fusion recipe that creates a fission recipe that creates a fusion recipe, right? Like, for example, gold, we can fuse, like, I imagine we can infuse like some of the same ingredients that we receive, like calcium, for example. Whereas gold, if we fission it, it turns into zircon. I mean, maybe, unless I've thought about this. Like, if I look through here, let me look to see if you can make gold out of the thing that you split it from. Because if you can't, we might be good. It might be possible to do like all the recipes that exist. No, see, we can put the exact same ingredients back in and get the same thing out. And I think that's a problem. I think. To be fair, though, we could try. We could give it a shot, see what society says. Let's do that. I'm going to grab some pattern providers. So we'll grab out 2 of these. I'm going to obviously slap one here. No, I want them on the other side. So we'll do one here, and we'll do one here. Hopefully that works. We're going to find out. And then on this side, I guess we could just do a QIO importer again. I mean, why not? Can we get 2 of these? What are we missing? Missing some slime balls. We still have an automated slime. We definitely should. And I've been saying we should for a long time, so I think it's definitely overdue. Now, in terms of achieving this, how do we want to go about doing that? I think we want to do the mushroom in the witch water. Like, that's sort of, we've been trying to do this to a certain extent. I reckon we do it properly. So I'm gonna pick this stuff up. I'm gonna grab we have something. Yeah, this guy does silk touch. I don't know if he'll silk touch this up, but we'll give it a shot. Oh, he does. Beautiful. So we'll grab that. We'll grab a little bit of grass or a little bit of dirt, I guess. That probably makes more sense. Slap that guy down there. I want to set this up. I would like to. In terms of where we'll set this up for our witch water, we're making slime balls. We're using witch water. Realistically, this room is sort of like the room that it's meant to be, I guess. So I guess we'll repurpose it. Because at the moment, I mean, it's doing nothing. It would be nice to have these rooms somewhat functional instead of just sitting here forever to do nothing. So, obviously we've got the mycelium. We could have a little bit of fun with it and do it like above ground. You know what I mean? Or we could just dig a hole in the ground, which, I mean, it makes more sense, doesn't it? So we'll slap this guy down here. We'll place our barrel on top. We've obviously got our sink. We don't have to use the sink, though. But we probably will. Let's be real here. So I'm going to place the sink here, I guess. We'll place the fluid pipe. We'll set that guy up to extract. I might even put a pipe upgrade in it, just because we can. You know what I mean? Just because. Why shouldn't we? Why shouldn't we? So I'll slap that guy in there. He'll make sure he's full, right? And this guy now makes witch water. The next thing we need to do is figure out how we're going to interact with this guy. Now, there's a few options in order to do this. One option is, what's one option? I mean, we could try to just put a pattern terminal next to it, a pattern provider. Like, we could see if this just does it. Because it might. I kind of don't think it will, but it might, okay? And that's sort of the main thing here. So, how do we want to go about doing this? How many blocks we're in? 1, 2, 3, we're on like the 4th block, I think. So 1, 2, 3, here? Yeah, that makes sense. So there's this guy. Obviously, we're going to need like our Fluix cables and stuff. So that should be fine. In terms of connecting this somewhere, we could connect it up over here, or we could make a new side out here. I'll tell you what, I'm going to, purely because I'm not sure if I remember how to do it, and I kind of want to test myself. So we're going to try and do that. So I need a controller. We have those auto-craftable. Beautiful. So we'll grab that out. I think we'll need different type of die, so we'll have to see what we do there. But, yeah. All right, well, we've pretty much got the stuff. So P2P tunnel. Then we do some smart cables. We place our controller here. This guy's obviously going to need power, at least to some extent. So I believe what we need for that are just the normal quartz fiber cables. So we'll grab this one. And once again, I think... What's the best way to do this? Energy cell, energy acceptor. I think... what's the best way? I think just like this. I think that does the trick. That keeps this all powered. Yeah, beautiful. So that's the general gist, believe it or not. We've got a yellow memory card. I just dyed a memory card. So now this guy's connected and created a new network. Then I believe all I do is run this cable where it needs to go. So over here. So we'll try and place this cable down. And then we run a dense cable from here as sort of like the hub, right? We're going to connect all of our other cables off of this one. So we want to bring it out pretty far, pretty much like to connect here. Then we run this cable over as far as we can, I guess. And yeah, it can go on top, doesn't matter too much. And so now that's using up one channel that goes all the way over here. And I mean, to be honest, that's probably good enough, but we don't want to leave it there. What we want to do is we want to have this guy connect onto a few different things. So for example, we're going to want essentially a cable here, a P2P on this, although facing the other way, I believe. So realistically, we want it like that, which means I'm going to need a dense yellow cable, if I can figure out how to make that, which means I need another yellow dye. Hopefully we don't run out of yellow dye. That looks good. Dense yellow, let's craft one of those. Beautiful. So the dense yellow is going to go here. We're going to place this guy on the side of that, and then we're going to connect it like this and right-click this guy with the card. And now this guy should be moving one over, although he's not, because... Why is he not? Let's do a little recap. Yep, everything here makes sense. That all looks fine. Yep, over here, these just run in, so they should be fine because they just come out of here. And this guy's not connected to everything. We should be good. Which means I've done something else wrong, I believe. Or it just should work. Device, this is online. This is offline. This is connected. And this guy should also be connected. And this guy is online. And this guy's online. 1 channel, 0 channels. The plot thickens. Oh, you know what? I've done this the wrong way around. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I need to place this here and then this here. That makes a lot more sense. And then I connect that. Now it's gonna work. Because now this one is carrying a channel. It should send it over here. Oh wait, no, I sent a small cable. I think that might look nicer, maybe. Big cable there. These are still offline. I'm pretty sure this is it. Alright, so this one does say carried channels 1. I've just pretty much done exactly what I did before, but like refreshed it. Okay, now we're online. So I refreshed the network, got a new one. Now it's online. We're good. Okay, wonderful. This guy as well, we can just store in here because it's yellow. We've actually dyed it this time, which means I know what to grab. You know what I mean? Realistically, we should do that for the rest of them. We just sort of haven't. So now that we've got the network over here, I can try to put in this pattern and we'll see if it'll work this way. I really don't think it will, but we might as well. So obviously I want slime. A slime block you make like this. We've got the witch water already, so we want to put a mushroom in. Currently in the mushroom department, we have them. We don't have a lot of them, so we'll have to see how this goes. But in the perfect world, this will work. I should be able to search slime, click slime block, click next, click start. Oh, and it actually does. I'm very impressed. I really did not think it would. Oh, awesome. This is so good. So then I can place this here and here. I know it's not the prettiest thing, but that should work. Oh, that's pretty cool. I'm actually very happy that worked. Oh, yeah, that's awesome. Okay, well, the next thing we can do then, we've got this phytogenic insulator here, currently making a bunch of chorus, which, I mean, it can keep doing it. I kind of want it to do other stuff as well. Because obviously we want mushrooms, right? We need mushrooms automated. The easiest way to do that, I believe, is going to be running a mushroom through a phytogenic insulator. So that's sort of what I'm thinking. Or we can combine some stuff. That could be fun. Oh, I really don't know. I'll tell you what. Hold on. What were we trying to do just before? We were trying to make something, and we needed slime for it. And now we've got slime, and I've forgotten what it was. It was a QIO importer. We need another one of these. And we don't have the slime for it because it doesn't know how to turn slime block into slime ball. So now we're good. We should have a QIO. In fact, it's probably making one. Nope, we need lead. Really? How do I have lead? What is going on? Oh, by the way, this thing cannot keep up. We definitely need to upgrade it. So I'm going to actually try and do that right now. If we can. So casting table, we want a lot of these. We want a lot of seared brick. What are we looking in the seared brick department? Not too good. What are we looking in the grout department? Better. We'll grab a stack of that, sure. And we'll just quickly chuck that there to smelt. Good, awesome. Realistically, probably want a decent amount, so maybe we'll chuck that in there as well. Hopefully that gets smelted in time. We're going to make a bunch of these, which means what I probably should do at the moment is turn this stuff off. Does that turn it off? I don't know if it does. Let's have a look. No, that didn't turn it off at all. I don't know what that does. The easiest way is probably to do this. That should turn it off. That should be good. So this should empty. You know, let's see, we've got a bunch of different alloys being made. It's fine. It's fine. That will be good. I obviously want to put a bunch of gold in there and make a bunch of casts. So once this guy's empty, we'll turn this off, and then we'll get producing on these golden casts. We could do casting basins, but that's a little bit risky. Kind of don't want to do that. We could get away with it, but we would have to do filtering. Yeah. It's too much work, I think. So we'll let this empty. It honestly shouldn't take too long. Like, it's pretty fast, like, even as it currently is. But then, yeah, I'll have to sort this out. So that's fine. We can work on that. What else was I going to say? Oh, yeah, the lead we needed for the QIO. We should have the lead now, I think. Maybe? No? Cool. All right, there we go. We've got lead now. The QIO should be crafting, or if it's not, I can order one. Why not? We'll get an extra one made. Cool. So this guy, I don't really remember again. Oh, yeah, we wanted him over here. So he's going to import back into the system, and he's going to go into here. Okay? Beautiful. Beautiful. So next we need a pattern to give a test run, right? I think we actually want 2 QIOs, so it's actually kind of good that we made a second one, so that should be pretty good. And we're going to grab 2 recipes, and I'm going to do the gold one. So for example, I'm going to have this gold fission recipe. We're going to do that. And then I'm going to have this gold fusion recipe using the exact same ingredients. And I want to see whether it's going to yell at me for even attempting such a thing. So this recipe here we'll grab. So we've got both of those. We've got our other QIO. That's obviously going to go over here. This guy, same thing. Set him up there. So this guy is fusion. So he will combine and produce gold. This is fission, so he will split the gold. Okay. Yeah. Obviously, I need to hook these guys up to the AE system, which means, how do I dig underneath here? You know what? This is just easier to do it. You know what I mean? Gets the job done. We lost a few of these bricks, but it's fine. We have enough. So under here, obviously, we have one there, and then we have another one here. We could connect right here. This network, however, is currently using... Well, this cable's using 8 channels, so we realistically couldn't, or at least shouldn't. But we might be able to find a workaround. For example, what's this guy? He's connected over here and here. So realistically, what I could do... How many does this guy have? Hold on, let me get a smart cable. Smart... Fluix, pick you up, place a smart. How many networks are over here? How many channels? 1 channel. So what we can do, realistically, again, is I should be able to bring this guy down here and hook him up into this side. Then I should be able to disconnect this cable from here. Maybe. You know what? We'll keep this one connected, but we'll disconnect like this. You know what I mean? So now what we should be able to see is on this side, this guy has 6 of 8 channels connected, And this one over here has 3 of 8, which means we can jump right onto that one. So what that means is if I connect this here, that one that's 3 of 8 should now be 5 of 8. How cool is that? So it's all hooked up. Everything appears to be fine. Nothing in here. Nothing in here. Well, some in here, but it's actually not extra. Why is it not extra? Oh, it's the other way around. Hold on. I can't even pick it up. Oh, God. Okay, hold on. You know what the easy solution is? Believe it or not, I think it's just to manually pick this stuff up. I don't want to move the cables, you know what I mean? So I'll pick that up. What do we have? The output I want over here, and the input I want over here, and the glass I want right there. So he's hooked up again. He's happy. All is good. Can I place stuff in here to test it? Not really at the moment. But let's try the gold. Let's search AU. Let's click on this and ask for 100. It says we can craft 100. So it should go from, 1,300 to 1,400, as long as I keep this stuff on me. The number is going up, so it's clearly working. Now let me search up zirconium for this guy. So let's search zirconium and say, hey, I want 100 zirconium. Currently we have 18. Let's see what it pulls out. It's put the stuff in, and it's... Hey, that's pretty good. Like, that's genuinely pretty good. If we go ahead and we cancel that one, this one here, and I open this up and I search for the other stuff, can we do that as well? Is it going to be happy? No, it's not letting us. Kind of a problem, kind of not a problem. It's a problem in that I can't order it, right? I can't select it to, order it. The side effect is we'll still get it when we, order the zirconium, and it's a byproduct. So, like, it will use it in the recipe. You know what I mean? It won't just think it doesn't exist. What we could try, which listen, really don't know if this is pushing our luck, but what if we do this in the fission and I switch it around and put this recipe in? Is it going to yell at me? Is it going to lose its mind? It's going to be like, what are you doing? It might. It might. So now if I order yttrium, it's just going to let me. Oh, listen. That is genuinely really cool. That is okay. So here's the predicament that we are in. I want to do every pattern that exists. Okay, I just simply want to do that. Listen, I know that's an incredible task. My current issue in my head is, how do we do that many? As in, how do we have that many patterns connected? I've heard before, I think this is for refined storage, so I don't know if it works like this for AE2, but I've heard that if you place 2 next to each other for AE2, for refined storage, they'll latch on. So for example, if I place the yttrium in here and we empty this guy, right? Nothing in here. We can cancel that recipe, right? So he's got nothing in there. And I try and order yttrium, like we order 10. Does it somehow get the stuff over there? No, it doesn't. It doesn't appear to have. I imagine it just chucked it in here, and then that guy's like, well, I don't know what you want me to do. So that doesn't work. There is a workaround though. There is a workaround that I've just thought of magically made. We're going to need to build a room underneath here. We're going to have all of these go into chests, and then have the chests redirect into this. And that should work. that should work flawlessly. Okay, the issue with that is quite obvious. The issue is that, it's going to take a long time. In terms of everything. Where is this guy? What have you got for me? Vector plate, cyan. Cool tool. Nothing too crazy. Yeah. I like the idea of that. I don't like the idea of doing that right now. But I really like the idea of that. So I'll tell you what. I'll place this cable back, and we'll leave just this guy as he is at the moment, because we can make the use of this guy. You know what I mean? Well, we don't have to do the gold, but the gold is a pretty good recipe. I will slap both of these recipes in there. And in terms of what? In terms of what we need, right? I still want to just be making nether stars. Let's go and make sure that we have like stuff ordered, because we can literally just make patterns for everything. It's going to be so good. So for example, nether star, we obviously want this recipe here. So I'm going to grab that recipe. This goes into the combiner. So we want to place it in there, right? Let's double check. Yeah, it goes in a combiner. Beautiful. So right now, if I try to order a nether star, it says you need Mendelevium. Cool, interesting. I need some Mendelevium, do I? Okay. How do I get that? Oh, I get it from with the skulls and skulls. We don't really have those lying around. We get them from this. So I just go through and I pick a recipe. In terms of the recipe, I want it to be something that I have. Once again, I thought the good one was titanium and gold. I might stick with that. So we'll try and find this titanium and gold. So this recipe here. So we add that. Cool. And this happens in the fusion crafting. So we go over here. I slap it into this here. We go back to our nether star. What do I need now? Okay, you've got all the gold. You've got plenty of gold. You're going to need some titanium. Beautiful. So I go back over here. And we give this a shot. Another thing, by the way, for AE2, while you're at it, you know what I mean? A pattern, a wireless pattern, you know what I mean? Like, to be able to make patterns in this grid would be phenomenal. Hey, listen, I'm just throwing it out there. There's a universal grid for refined storage, which doesn't do that. So I don't know how difficult it is to do the whole pattern grid stuff. It must be pretty difficult. But hey, you know. All right, so for titanium, what do we want to do for that? Ruthenium, technetium, and rhodium. I don't believe we have any of that. Carbon, sulfur, helium, calcium. I'm just trying to see, like, what do we know we have? I think this one is a good one to go for. The only thing would be the fluorine, which we were going to get from the magma blocks, but that might just be messy, won't it? We could do sodium, and sodium we can get from... Oh, well, you get it from titanium. How else can we get sodium? Okay, hold on. I think I've cracked the case. Nitrogen and carbon. Nitrogen and carbon. No, sulfur and carbon. And then the sulfur we get from nether. The carbon we get from, there was something. Something gave us carbon. I think it was aluminum. Yeah, aluminum gives you carbon. Okay. We're good. Let's make some recipes before I forget what it is. So, we want to make titanium using, where are we? Using carbon and sulfur. So we want this recipe here. We can get the carbon from fissioning aluminum. So we grab that recipe. Fission we'll place on the left side. The sulfur we are going to get from... We could fission something. I don't really know what there is. No, I don't think we have much of that lying around. What do we have here? Boron, maybe. Hydrogen, no, not really. Not really. Oxygen. Not a bad idea. We might actually look at that. That seems really easy. Oxygen and oxygen. Currently in the oxygen department, we don't have any. Okay. But, where are we? But, in the oxygen department, we can make oxygen using... what can we dissolve? I just want to see if there's like a, an actual item we can dissolve, as opposed to just like a bunch of this junk. Well, it seems like a bunch of this junk is sort of the way to do it. Okay. Or we could fission... we don't really have much of this lying around, do we? Okay, we'll probably just do the dissolving. So what I'll do is I'll grab netherrack. We obviously need a lot more netherrack. Now in the netherrack department again, that is happening over here. Over here we have netherrack galore. So what I'm going to want to do here is grab a QIO importer and a redstone doohickey. So we'll grab one of these. The QIO importer can go there. He's not hooked up. That's fine. This guy is going to go... Yeah, sure. Like that. We're obviously going to put in netherrack. We're going to have the trigger count be 1000. We're going to set it up to this frequency. So it should say, you've got 500. You're good to go. This guy over here, we can pretty much just turn him on. Import without filter. And we want him to be inverted. So he will turn off when he gets redstone. So at the moment, in the perfect world, as long... Yeah, he is hooked up. Okay. Import without filter on. So he should import. But he's clearly not. Import without filter on. Maybe we'll add the filter just in case. Is that doing anything? Does he need to import from the front of this guy? Netherrack. Yeah, I think he does. Unless I connect him onto this guy. But that's not really easy to do because we've got a bit of an issue here. So what I'm thinking is, if I pick this guy up, I want to try something. If I grab a bucket... Listen, I don't know what you're about to witness, but what is this? Is this just water? No, this is witch water. Can I place water? Can I like waterlog this? Oh, no, I can't. Okay. Well, that's annoying. How do I get my hands on this stuff then? How do we How do we wrap our little paws around here? You know what? There's actually a really easy way to do this. We break this. We pick up the fluid sieve, right? We've obviously got this chest here. We are going to pick this up and move it over there. We're gonna do the same thing with this guy. So we'll grab our QIO redstone doohickey. We're gonna place our QIO importer. We'll place our redstone guy there. No, we're not actually. Sorry. Let's hold on. Pick you up. Place you there. What are you? Yeah, you're right. You're hooked up correctly. You are hooked up correctly as well. Inverted. Yeah, you should be good. So what we're gonna do now is we can place this sieve over here, right? So we can grab our chest. We can place him down like this. We can place our sieve on top. And we can just do it over here. You know what I mean? Like that seems pretty smart. Oh, he's got you on him. Why does he do that? Place you there. Obviously, you want a mesh. We'll upgrade the mesh right now. Why not? Upgrade the mesh to diamond. And then we need it to be this. So I'll need a piece of netherite. Alright, this guy's hooked up. We have a gate on him. He's good. I'm going to need a QIO importer and exporter. So we'll go importer, exporter. Obviously, we want importer on the back. We want exporter on the top. This guy, we want to be exporting crushed netherrack. So we'll do that. That should be good. Set the frequency to this. That should be good. You are obviously just going to be... oh, not that. You're going to be just set here. Just import everything. That should be good. So this should, start working. For example, if I put the crushed netherrack in, we get crushed netherrack in there. Wonderful. Obviously, he can do some upgrades too. We'll work that out later. Over here, we still have the crusher there. So I think what I want to do is I think we want to sort this. I want to pick you up. You're empty, yeah? Yep, you're empty. I can place you here. Oh, not there. Here. And you should get the crushed stuff. Let's see. Fingers crossed. Yep, you've gotten crushed stuff. Beautiful. And then I pretty much do this exact same thing with the QIO stuff. So at the moment, in our system, we're getting there. But we're picking up the stuff as it's being created. This guy could probably do with a resonant integral component. So we'll order one of those. Get the stuff cooking. And then, yeah, we just need to do that QIO thing again. So we'll grab out the redstone and we'll grab an importer. And we'll do the same thing over here. So we'll want an importer. And we can do the redstone adapter on top. If it'll let me place it. Doesn't really... Oh, not there. Oh, well, anyway, it's fine. So this guy needs crushed netherrack. So we need to go crushed netherrack. Drag that guy in there. Hook him up to that storage. Go back. Set him to be 1,000. So keep 1,000 in. If you have over 1,000, don't let this guy export. Set him to inverted. And just hook him up. And then tell him just go crazy. And so he'll put the stuff in the system. This guy will count it. Everything should work perfectly. The only thing left realistically would be to upgrade this guy. Sorry again if any of this is tedious. I think we're good. I think what we're doing is fine. We'll get 2 diamond upgrades because obviously we want one for the other guy as well. This guy only wants 1. That should keep him covered. And this guy over here will also give him 1. And that should be good. Fingers crossed, everything should work fine here. We might not have the netherrack production, to be honest, because this guy is pretty slow in the grand scheme of things. We did make this guy, which will speed him up a decent amount. He'll make 4 at a time. But as you can see in here, with this upgrade, I don't think it's enough. Although, it might actually be slowly but surely more. Or it might be perfect, because I see it keeps getting to 34. But I don't know if it could do more than 34. I don't know. Anyway, this guy's filling up crushed netherrack. This guy's actually not importing it. On. There we go. Okay. There we go. So now we've got stuff at least going in the system. Obviously, it's going to go into this guy. He's going to go crazy. Arguably, we should lower this, but it might be fine. In terms of netherrack, we have a decent amount. Arguably, we should be getting more. We're currently not. It's fine. You know what? We might actually... I'll tell you what. I might just take these upgrades out entirely. And we'll just let it do its thing, I think. Because, yeah, I'm not too sure what the play is entirely here. So we'll just have to sort of see what happens. Yeah, because now this guy's going up again. We'll just let it do its thing. We don't need a crazy amount of that stuff anyway. But the next thing I was going to do was quickly come over here and say, hey, cook up some netherrack. Hold a stack in here, and that should be good. He should burn through pretty much all that. These guys should fill up like crazy. And then we should get a bunch of whatever we wanted, which was sulfur. Cool. Okay, sulfur on the table. Carbon and all that should be on the table, assuming I place these down. So fusion is going to be this guy. Fission is going to be this guy. Now if I click nether star, if I hold shift and click nether star, we can order it. It is going to craft the 64 Mendelevium. Let's see. Boom. We've got one on us, one nether star on us. We've just ordered another one. In the crafting recipe, you can see this is what it's currently cooking up. So it's currently cooking up some titanium somewhere. Oh, this guy is not hooked up because we stole the QIO. Hold on. QIO importer. Sorry, give me a second. Stress it out a little bit. Here we go. Awesome. So now we are making gold for whatever reason. I'm not entirely sure why, but we're making it. Over here, we might be making stuff in here. Maybe, I don't know. I think that's just where the nether star gets made. So I think everything else, literally everything is currently just waiting on these machines here. I don't even think crafting gold was part of it. I'll double check. Yeah, we've already got the gold. So this is leftovers. So if I take that stuff out, yeah, it's going to actually start crafting what we want. So, sounds pretty good to me. So this is literally making the Mendelevium that we want. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Okay, so I believe that'll work. I believe that'll get us our nether star. For this acceleration wand, we need only 2 of those nether stars. So we're actually looking pretty good. This thing's going to speed things up as well. That's sort of what we're aiming for. Gas tiers. We can make some more of this stuff. There we go. So currently, I can make 1 advanced 1 core. We're crafting another one, obviously. Well, it's on the table. It's cooking. And then we just need a clock. Oh my god. We can actually do it this episode. Hey, listen. The auto crafting potential of these reactors is going to be phenomenal. Like, we're going to have to do just one whole episode of just putting in like as many recipes as we want. But like, how cool is it going to be when we want like magma blocks, for example? And we need magma creams and we can just like, well, I guess there doesn't really seem to be a way to put it together. Can we put... Yeah, we could combine stuff into slime balls, right? So I could go, oh, yeah, combine some protein and stuff. The protein, oh, of course. We'll get that from dissolving a fish, or we'll get that from combining all these gases with sulfur. We've got plenty of sulfur, so the ethylene we'll need. Okay, we'll have to combine some carbon and hydrogen. Like, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be pretty crazy. Yeah, currently just waiting on this guy. Doesn't look like there's... Oh, actually, I don't know what this is. It almost hints like it's an upgrade slot. You know what I mean? But I don't think there's room for upgrades. So I don't entirely know what that is. Disable auto balance. No, auto balance is fine. Pause, lock recipe. Auto balance. What? Is that if I put 2 of the same ingredients in? I imagine so. I might disable that because we don't need that. And I feel like sometimes we might not want that at all. So I'll leave it as it is currently. Because for example, if we could make something out of 2 titanium, right? It might split up the titanium and start crafting it instead of keeping it in the one stack that it's meant to be in. So we'll see what happens. I think it's... but then what if we are crafting something that uses 2 oxygen? You know what I mean? Like what if we're trying to make sulfur and it puts in 10 oxygen and so 10's just in a stack instead of 5 and 5? Yeah, I think we might want it on. I don't know. All I know is that I'm sort of stalling for time here because I want to see this nether star thing get created. I want to make the staff. I want to give it a shot and have some fun. And I think we are just around the corner. So that guy's about to be done. Quick, run. And then this guy should make the thing. Or are we crafting more? Hold on. We're crafting titanium. We're crafting apparently 56 titanium. Really? Oh god, how did this happen? Okay, yeah, sulfur and carbon. Okay, yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, I'll be back. Oh, I missed it. I was on my phone. I think. Oh, yeah, it might be crafting. Come on. Boom. What? Where's the nether star? What do we? What? Crafting titanium. But it's done. Where's my titanium? Did it go in here? I don't think it went in there. That doesn't make sense. I don't know what's happened. Where's my titanium? If we search titanium, okay, we've got 56 in here. It says on this list that we're crafting 56, so we've got it, but it doesn't realize, I guess, or something. That's odd, to say the least. How does it? Oh, no. I was gonna say because I mean, we can see it in our system, so it's in our system. You know what I mean? We're gonna have to get more types as well. Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm not too sure what to make of this. Aside from what we can try is just to cancel it, and order it again. This guy, I don't even know why he's broken. I don't know. Some of these things are a bit weird. So let's cancel this. So we've got a stack of it. Let's order the Nether Star again. And I think it'll actually craft it this time. Let's see if we can get over here in time. Boom. Yeah. How cool is this? Okay. Nice. So it works like a charm. It works perfectly. Let's go ahead and make our acceleration wand. Here we go. Put that in there as well. Acceleration wand. Ta-da! So this guy's going to power up automatically. He's going to be pretty cool. So what do we have here? Right-click on block to speed up ticks. Sneak right-click to pull blocks. What does that do? Sneak right click to pull blocks. I don't know what. Oh, maybe like a magnet. You know what I mean? Like if that's on the ground, I can pull it. Maybe. Not too sure because we have a magnet. Not too sure. There's fast mode and there's other modes. Usage in a machine has been disabled in the config, so allegedly we can't place it in like an auto user or something, an auto clicker. In terms of the keys, what's the mod called? Not enough ones. So let's go into our controls, keybinds, search not, click category, not enough ones, one modifier, and key submode. Let's put these as something. Maybe we can do, let's see what buttons we can get away with. That and that. There we go. So semicolon and apostrophe. So now if I hold this, I imagine we just have to hold it like this. It's faster, fastest, fast. Okay. And then I don't know what this other mode does. The other button doesn't do anything. Cool. So we know how to change the speed. I kind of want to give this a shot. So, for example, if we go for our gold, which we have on us, we can place the gold in here, and it will start splitting, as you can see. Takes about, what, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3, 2.5 seconds. If I right-click this guy, does that do anything? What if I stand far enough away that I don't interact with it? How do I right-click on a block to speed up ticks? But I can't interact with it without having to crouch. And then shift right click to pull blocks. Yeah, look, it does a particle effect every time I do that. But it's not going any faster. How do I do this? Let's increase the speed and try this again. Maybe that'll do something. Do I need to look in the top left? Look in the top left. Oh, it's working. It just did it all. Interesting. And so that's just going to use power? Oh, listen. I think our game just got a lot easier. Like a lot easier. This guy here, look, he doesn't have energy in him. I shift right click him a few times. Look in the top left. Is it making more power? I can't tell, to be honest. I don't think it is. But it's thinking about it. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Okay, what can we use this on then? What else does it work on? This guy maybe? He's currently got lava in him. Maybe? I don't... I mean, but every block I right click on opens. So how do I do that? How do I speed it up without having to crouch? Okay, what other machines? Oh yeah, this guy we're gonna work on as well, sorry. Let's go ahead and disconnect this temporarily. Let's grab some gold. Preferably we'll grab gold pieces. That's probably the easiest thing to do. Grab 2 stacks of that. Chuck this stuff in there. Get it smelted up. Shouldn't take too long. And then comes a bit of a tricky part, which is going to be making the cast. Realistically, going to be tedious. But should be fine. Yeah, I'm just sort of thinking, do I want to do this way? I kind of do. But they don't stack, do they? Oh, they do stack. Okay, well, we just found a bit of a loophole. Oh, but they only stack 4? Yeah, well, who did that? Who is responsible for that? Oh, do they? Hold on. Do these have stuff in them? They do. They have clay in them. Why do they? That's why half this stuff isn't working, because they're full of clay. Hold on. Let's, this is going to make a mess. It's not going to make that big of a mess. There we go. So they do stack. It was just a trick. We'll slap this stuff back. Oh, I'm going to have to set those to extract. Oh my god, what a pain. It's fine. It's fine. So, what I'm going to do is grab some ingots. I know we're going to be wasting these irons, but once again, we've got infinite of it, right? So we'll slap this stuff down there. And then what I'm going to do, very quickly, is I'm going to place this guy, and then quickly break it. And that's going to make a bunch of casts. And then we can... You know what? I'll leave it as that is. And then what we should be able to do is just build some more casting doohickeys. So some more of these. Realistically, 10 of them should do the trick. And we'll slap them down just like so. And we've doubled our production. So that's pretty good. So we'll go boom, 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 boom. This guy can go back there, sure. We'll obviously need more fluid pipes. That should be fine. The important thing with the fluid pipes is sort of the way I have them set up. Because we do like nearest first, I think. Do we? What do we actually have them as? No, we do have round robin, so I guess it doesn't matter too much, but I still kind of like the visuals of what we had here, which is having them go around in like a bit of a snake. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's kind of fun. There we go. So I think we're good. So this should now be very good production. Obviously, I need to do some more piping under here, and I need to hook up the extraction on the pipes as well. So a little bit of work to do. I'll get to that. Alright, luckily you can reach under here, as you can see, pretty well. All things considered, especially with how difficult I imagine it would be otherwise. What we could do as well to make it even easier is just quickly shrink ourselves. Why are we... Can't open while shrunk. Okay, but actually shrink me. There we go. So now I can actually reach in here, and we should be able to, as you can see, set these guys up to extract quite nicely. I think we could run through here as well. Ah! If we needed to. I think, yeah, look, we can just walk through here. Yep, grab you, set you up. And, as you can see, now, I believe, we're good. So, what does this mean for us? Well, it should mean that we can, you know, set this guy up again, and we should be good. I guess. So this guy should fill up once they realize they're online. Yep, devices are online. Oh, hold on. Because I messed up some of the cables before. Are we still good? Yeah, I think we're good. Are we good? Because we reconfigured some of the cables to go over here. Hold on. We might not be good. Oh no, it says 6 of 8, so we are still good. We are still good. We haven't broken it, so that should be 1, 2, 8 of 8. Well, this guy should be good again. Obviously, he's got some stuff going on. I think if we fill him up to begin with, he should be able to maintain on top of things, like keep them topped up with whatever it is he's putting in there. So that should be good. Yeah. And in terms of alloys, realistically, we shouldn't have to worry. The reason we shouldn't have to worry is because it should extract them fast enough, is I guess the thought. Right? I don't know. Regardless, so I'm pretty happy with how this episode's gone. So I'm pretty happy on that department. What we can do here is put some acceleration cards in. That's probably going to help us out big time, as you can potentially see there. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. Hopefully maybe you learned a thing or two about our automation potential with the alchemistry and what we can get away with. And maybe a little bit of this acceleration mod. I'm still not too certain on it. I was going to actually try and speed this guy up. Oh yeah. Oh my god, we just... Hold on, right? Or am I crazy? Is that doing anything? If I just keep holding right click? Oh yeah, it is. Okay, so that's crazy. And then what I could do is I could shift right click on this guy. And this guy would just burn through them, as you can see. That's pretty crazy. That's very crazy. Alright, well we've made a mess. Hopefully it cleans itself up. I think it will. Cool. Awesome. Nice. Hopefully, I'll see you guys in the next one. Where hopefully, I don't know, it's not raining or something. Okay, goodbye.